Cancerians, welcome to my channel. Adrian H here. For all of you always supporting, welcome back. And if it's your first time, you're welcome to my channel. Let's see, this is a reading for you for April 2021 general reading. Thank you, as it resonates. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for you. This is an open field, so whatever life want to communicate to us, we are open to receiving that. This one is sticking out. What is this? Ooh, change in direction. In my Facebook Live that I did today, this card also came out today. Change in direction for you, Cancerians. And it says the changes that you are experiencing are divinely guided by your newborn willingness to open your heart to love and to our guidance. It's the guidance of the angels. You are protected now and in the future. So follow your path to the happy outcomes that you desire. All right, so you might be thinking, oh my goodness, are things actually working out the way that I, like them to work out, bollocks. But beautiful changes. The angels are letting you know there's a change in direction, there's a change in the winds. Things are moving in a whole different direction. We're obviously going to look at that for you just a little bit more. Let's see what we've got for you with the Oracle of the Seven Energies. Then I'm just going to draw you another Oracle card. We are going to draw your Tarot to see where you currently are. How did you get there? What's coming towards you in the month of April? We're going to clarify, and then we're going to end off with a direct message from the Universal Cancerians, jam-packed reading for you. I'm going to take the top card. Oh, whoa. The power of purpose. This speaks about the power of your mind, the power of intention, the power of being clear about what it is that you actually want to have, And when you get that clarity within yourself, that is also when, it's also like how you sort of like release it from the universe so that it can come to fruition in your experience of life. Okay, as your experience. Let's see what we've got for you with the Keepers of the Light. Might be feeling a little bit with our choice here, feeling sort of maybe cornered, sort of like you're not sure, which way to turn to, and if there even is a way for you to turn to. Let's see. You got Gaia, Earth connection. Oh, lovely, beautiful Cancerians. Gaia, Earth connection. And it says, be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth and stay grounded. So, as a Cancerian, you can sometimes be very sort of dreamy. But also be within the moment, do what you need to do now, within this current moment where you are now, taking care of what it is that you need to do now, and be mindful sort of like of pipe dreams. And I'm gonna tell you what I mean by that. So sometimes you've got a desire for what you want to have in life, and you want to you want to work towards it. This is what you want to have. That's the actual dream. But then it doesn't seem like it's actually going to work out. So you start having all these additional dreams. So almost like, these sort of like pipe dreams on the side. That, okay, so maybe I should do that. And you start looking at sort of like second options. And I'm not speaking about not taking a logical approach. What I'm speaking about is that, you can make backup plans, which is always a good thing to do. But don't lose faith that your dream could come to, to pass better than you actually thought that it can. Don't lose the hope. Okay. Let's see what we have for you in Tarot. Oh, okay. They say they're ready. Alrighty. Overall energy, the Knight of Pentacles. Finding bright new ideas to handle a situation better, to find a better solution and obviously by default a better outcome for something that might have been worrying you. Maybe I sense that there might have been a sort of like a lack. Even when I look at your cards, there may have been a experience of lack that you were experiencing or might be experiencing right now. And there's something coming through for you that you can move forward, where a different way of going about business things so that you can have a better outcome for yourself. Okay. In your recent past, you got the Queen of Cups, you got the Seven of Wands, and we got the High Priestess. In your current energy, there's the Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords, and the Strength card. And coming towards you in April, oh my goodness, look at that. You got the Star card, you got the Three of Swords, and you got the Four of Pentacles. If you are currently experiencing sort of lack and limitation, especially with money and resources and that sort of thing, I can really see that being, resolved for you. I can see that heaviness being lifted from you, which is so wonderful, because when Cancerians don't have money, you feel very sort of, disempowered. So in the recent past, there's a strong financial situation that there was, and I feel that you worked quite a lot and you worked really hard, and you thought this was, you work really hard for something there pertaining to money and resources specifically. Okay, really put your back into it basically. And the whole thing might have sort of just exploded in your face. The whole thing just sort of went kaplunk. And so emotionally, it sort of really messed you up there. It was like, and so it really affected all other parts of your life as well, where you could have probably felt that this sort of thing is affecting everything in your life. So you really might have felt completely without power there. Like your whole world was literally sort of upside down. I feel for many of you, there was a definite fear that you might lose everything. So there was that sense of, or maybe say, for example, Cancerians are very good at having solutions. It's like you can manifest Cancer a solution out of thin air. Basically, literally, it's the most sort of miraculous thing in the world. Even when somebody's not a Cancer, but they've got strong Cancer in their chart, they also have that ability to seemingly manifest solutions and money and people and resources out of thin air, because you are so in alignment with your emotions. So for a while you were out of alignment with your emotions, and because you were out of alignment with emotions, all you see was sort of like red lights and sort of like alarm bells and those sort of things. But looking at your current energy now, I see you beginning to heal that. Everything might not be 100% the way that you'd like it to be yet, things might still feel a bit flippity-floppity there for you. So it's not 100% the way that you'd like it to be. But what I do like is that you've got a sense of clarity at the moment as to this is what I'm dealing with, this is what I need to deal with. So it's not everything else, it's this. And once this is resolved, this sort of like emotion is resolved, you'll be able to move forward. I do also sense a strong sense of forgiveness for many of you taking place, which is wonderful. And there is that sort of crossroads. What do I do? Do I go back to previous patterning? Which I mean, it got you to the funky situation where you are at the moment, or do you take the new route, which does take some courage? And I also see you doing a lot of deep inner work. I see you doing that inner work, that inner clearing. And also I feel that a lot of you are getting clarity with relationships as to, and all relations in your life, really, not just romantic relationships, about who it is that you want to have it in your life. What is it that you want to have in your life? What is it that you're no longer prepared to do this, to do? Something that I always say is, I'll say like, if I see something that I don't like, I say to myself, I'm not prepared to buy into this. I'm no longer prepared to have this pattern as part of my life, because it doesn't honor, that beautiful greatness of who I am. All right. And then coming forward for you in April, oh, my babies, you can gear yourself up for a good month. All right. Because now you've kind of worked through that confusion, as obviously where we currently are, but as we get to April, towards especially like the 5th of April, around there again, you've sort of worked through that confusion and that worries and that fears and that concerns, and people's like, how are you doing? Like, no, I'm fine, I'm perfect, I'm fine, I'm good. But inside, some of you could really be cracking up. And I feel that you're really sort of coming, there's that need to have sort of come to terms with, with things within yourself. And I feel that you got that. So as you come into April, it's literally like the universe is throwing open the gates of abundance and the windows and the doors and everything for you. And, it's like, here are the blessings that you deserve, that you sort of call forth into your own experience of life. All right. So, wonderful changes, huge, incredible shifts and changes coming about here for you. And it's almost like things that you don't need to work that hard for. So you'll be like, I don't know, I'm not even qualified for this, It's the people's like, no, we want you. You are the one that we want, So know that by everything that you've done and all the sort of clearing out that you've done and the deep inner emotional purging that you've done, you brought yourself to that. All right. Nothing in life happens by chance and by default. You bring yourself to that. A heart has been healed here, seeing that golden lining within yourself. There's a true strength that's coming through here, and I feel that with resources, so that explains that Knight of Pentacles with the overall energy, because this is also coming towards you with the Four of Pentacles. There's a sense of stability coming into your life. There's a beautiful sense of stability, you know, that is coming into your life. Let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles that is coming towards you, or the overall energy rather for your reading. So you got the Eight of Cups, the Page of Cups, and the Temperance card. This is you stepping away from things that no longer honor your greatest good and your highest good and the beauty of who you are. This is you stepping away from lack, limitation, which I feel for many of you might be people, but it's more sort of that inner relationship that you have, you know, within yourself. So if you sort of imagine that you've got sort of like an angel and the devil inside of you, this is that stepping away from that limited sort of beliefs that you might have within yourself towards more prosperity, which in itself, you know, automatically results in more beautiful abundance coming for you. You're really ready to give your heart. You're ready to give your heart, and you may not think of it this way, but I feel that you were holding out emotionally on someone. This could be in love. You were holding out emotionally on someone, and now you are getting to a space where, you know, you are ready to maybe not live like that anymore. Maybe you're making a lot of accusations. Maybe you thought it was just their fault. But now that you've done the inner work, you're ready to sort of, you know, take their hand and walk the path together. All right. Let's look at that Seven of Wands there in your recent past. Just going to draw one card for it. This one wants to come out. Who are you? Ah, the Sun. Wonderful. So for all that emotional sort of, you know, inner conflict that you were fighting there in the recent past, where things didn't feel like they were balanced the way that you would have preferred them to be balanced, remember, as we were saying, that sense of one thing making everything feel like it's not right. Whatever happened in the past, even if emotionally it hit you very hard, it set you on the best possible path. So whatever disappointment you suffered there in the past, whatever didn't work out there for you, whatever sort of really messed with your emotions, it took you straight into that Sun energy, which is the highest vibrational card of all the 78 cards in the tarot deck. So whatever happened over there, it took you into a wonderful wave of abundance and prosperity, which you may not have seen as that at the time, but it's actually a wonderful thing. Let's look at the High Priestess in the recent past. King of Wands, Knight of Wands, King of Cups. Yeah. So I feel that you really needed to come to terms in many ways within yourself. There are some emotional things within yourself that you needed to come to terms with, and that allowed you to move forward, and that actually allowed you to start opening your heart, you know, for relationships with others and how you interact with the world. Okay. So again, you may have felt in love, you may have felt that it was the other person's fault, or just sort of like in relationships as well. It doesn't really matter. It could be work, friendship, family, siblings, you know, parents, whatever, children. But that relationship started to change for the absolute better. Okay, let's see what we have. What's falling to the floor here for you? Page of Pentacles and Page of Wands. So the way that you look at money and the way that you look even at your own heart and emotions has changed, so it's wonderful. Let's look at your current energy. Let's look at this Nine of Wands in your current situation. So Five of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So still having that sense of lack and limitation, maybe with resources, maybe with money, having some fears that things are not going to work out. But, you know, even if you're running a business, and I will take me as an example as well, because I'm a Cancerian, I've got so many clients that are coming to me these days. I literally have a waiting list, like a good long waiting list. And look at that, there's the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck as well, which speaks of beautifully going forward. It speaks about balance. So you may have felt left out in the cold, but things are really starting to shift for you in a positive direction. Your ship is basically coming in, okay? And there with the Wheel of Fortune, things are shifting in your favor. So you don't necessarily have to ask, but you maybe want to kind of think of how is it that other people actually see your life. Because, sorry. The way that other people see your life and the way that you may see your life is very different. You may see lack and limitation, others see you really moving forward. Okay, they see success. The Three of Swords and the energy coming towards you fell to the floor, as I said that, which really speaks of your strength. There's a strength coming through for you now, which in April really takes you forward. So let's just focus on your current energy still with the Two of Swords. So you've got the Four of Pentacles, the Devils, and the Chariot. Or the Devil and the Chariot, sorry. The Chariot obviously being a Cancer card. So there's a sense of stability with money coming about here for you. There's a lot of, respectfully, there's a lot of unnecessary worry that you have. And I feel that you're coming out of that and you're focusing on actually moving forward. And you are doing so quite dynamically. All right. And also in your current energy, the Strength card, we've got the Two of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. So whereas you had the Two of Swords before, which was like, oh my goodness, I don't know how I'm going to get out of the situation or through the situation or through this phase, not seeing the solution. Now I feel that you're beginning to change your mindset in a sense of, you know, how do I go forward? Do I go this path or that path? You know, what is going to serve me best? And really wonderful changes, wonderful things coming about, wonderful monetary solutions. You may actually have something starting and you think you're starting new, but you're building a very positive sort of nest egg for you, really, not even just taking care of your current, but taking care of you as you go forward into your life. Some of you, early retirement seems to be very important to you, and you're building towards that, and it's a great sense of peace that's starting to set in your life. So what's coming in April? So we've got the Star card, and with the Star card, you've got the Judgment card and the Empress. So those are three sort of major arcana cards. I mean, blimey. And the Two of Pentacles. So, yeah. You are getting to see in April, in many ways, how you were holding yourself back. How a lot of the sort of worries and, you know, sort of concerns and things that you had were, I won't say unfounded, but weren't really necessary, okay? A lot of you were very much living in the space of what is not happening and didn't sort of notice what is happening, which interestingly enough actually took you into that surrender space, because whilst you weren't focusing on so like your career and stuff like that, it just started to beautifully flow for you. And it's about to get so much better. So all the wonderful things you see in April, really practice gratitude. Say like, thank you so much for this coming. I know there's more coming, because there is. And there's a definite change in the winds for you. There's a powerful change in the winds for you. Okay. Let's look at the Three of Swords. So for the Three of Swords, there's the one that fell to the floor, remember? So you got the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the King of Swords. Yeah, this is you, you know, really getting, there was, I feel like a sense of an imbalance for you with the emotions. You were very much living in the dark side of your emotions. And as you started to come out of that, you were like, okay, so what fights do I need to fight and what fights do I not need to fight? Open for love, and yeah, I feel there's a, for many of you, there's a real breakthrough coming in love. Cup of love being offered to you, wonderful things that make your heart smile to you, and you go like, yes, I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that, yes. Energy coming towards you, also still Four of Pentacles, you've got the Tower, you've got the Knight of Cups, and you've got the Five of Swords. So really big changes, huge transformations. There's a bit of things going well for like 2 days and maybe not going so well for half a day, and then for another 2 days it goes well, another half a day it's not going so well, but you're still moving forward. All right. For those of you that are entering new relationships, I feel that it's a bit of a struggle for you. You don't really sort of want to sacrifice your sense of independence. Or some of you are even with someone, and you know you're with them, but you're not really with them. That is really changing, and beautiful. How do I put this? Clarity that's coming for you. Okay, choosing sort of like the challenges that you might have run away from before. Okay, let's just get you an overall message from the universe. And if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing. If you do subscribe, remember to hit the notification bell. Okay, so now. And if you want to have a personal detailed reading where we focus just specifically on your energy, you can contact me directly via email. My email address is down below in the description. Let's see. 8 of Cups again. So 8 of Cups, 5 of Swords, and Page of Cups. Yeah. So stepping away from a sense of lack and limitation, a bit of a, you know, a bit of even where you are right now, not the easiest sort of transformation, but I also see literally miracles unfolding in your life. Miracles are literally unfolding in your life. All right, and so it is. Thanks so much for your time, energy, love, and light. See you next time.